Good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Inside NHSTRA. I'm your humble host, Mark Beaudry, along with the weekend weapon himself, Ben Bazowski.
Hell yeah.
The pump man in the middle.
He's
the wheel man on the right.
He's the slalom skier in the middle.
Careful. Don't slip.
Hey, start out. Happy birthday, big guy.
Hey, thank you.
That's right.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Mr. Bazowski.
Mine was yesterday.
His was
yours
yesterday.
Mine was yesterday,
Oh,
yeah.
happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome, dude.
I know I'm due soon.
You sure look at it.
I tell you what,
Happy belated,
I
buddy.
have.
What?
I don't know if anybody can
Happy
see
belated
it.
birthday.
Thank you.
My new gift from Kevin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got
Birthday.
the brand new original
I
Wheelman
need
shirt.
that shirt in my life.
We don't have
3X though.
I was gonna
'cause,
say.
I don't this is 2X and it's really tight on me now.
The 3X's fit like a glove. They're
He's eating
great.
the pickles and ice cream at night.
Oh, Matt Johnson watching from Mexico. Oh, well, bonjour. Nice to see you.
No hablo español.
He said something the other night. He was in Mexico, and we were on the Hudson employees page. He's like, I'm having cervezas for all my amigos back in Hudson. And I was like, oh, I didn't know you spoke French.
I'm going to give you the uno doses and traces of the finishes here as we go.
It's funny. We only know like 8 words in Spanish. When all of us go to Mexico, we just use hola, senor. That's it.
I know most of mine off the bottom of like those cheap Matchbox cars.
Exactly.
Do you guys ever, when you look at instructions that are printed in numerous languages?
Hold on. We don't look at instructions.
Try to piece it
Start
together.
over.
I always like to look and see the English. It will say like, do not pour gasoline on this item. And then like you look at like French, it's like gasoline good, thumbs up. And like,
exactly.
I think something was lost in translation here. I don't quite not know what's going on here. Somebody said Spanish, not French. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's all,
I
it's all
don't
the
know
same.
either.
It's all the same.
Got a lot of people in chat. This is fun. So, fun weekend of racing. Someone's phone is having
That's
fun in
me.
there.
Mine's going off. Get up. Really, Callie? Get off your phone. You know what? I do what I want. I am a grown ass man. You live in my
Hey,
house.
she's a top 5 racer now. You better listen.
I know. Trust me. It went right to her head.
I bet it did. It should.
She's going to be coming around here going, Ben, your car's out of the garage. And I'm parking my tricycle in there, and I'm putting my Hot Wheels next to it. So
Oh, yeah.
she's taking over the house. Jordy took over your simulator.
Yeah, I don't use it anymore. It's her.
Thank God. The sim world is now safe.
Oh, shut up.
I'm gonna get back on.
I'm going to set mine back up. One day we should have a simulator building party because we have mine in the other
You've
room.
been waiting for me to just come in and do it
Yes.
for you. That's what you've been waiting
Because
for.
John did mention to me, well, I'll just come and put it in put it together one
wait,
day.
wait,
If
slow
you
down.
bring,
Slow it
if
down.
you
But
bring
I
the
will put together the simulator one day. I forgot I'm in a group of people like me.
bring the computer.
Should I talk about the
I'll
picture I
set it up.
snapped 30 seconds before we went
No.
live,
Go
guys?
right ahead. I don't mind.
I'm fine.
This was a present for you, apparently. So it's okay. I'm good with it, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy! So let's discuss
Let's put it
some.
this way: we were having a measuring contest.
That is not.
Wow.
That's not quite what was going. Well, it kind of was in a way, but it was not what you think.
The Irish guy did not live up to the hype on that one. Let me tell you. Put the rumor to
Polish
bed.
guy won it.
No, he didn't.
No, the French guy came in clutch.
Oh, my God. Oscar, come on. Seriously, look.
All right, Mark. I know you keep trying
Hey,
to go.
hold
Okay.
on a minute. Hey, hold on. Because I know he doesn't have Facebook. Hey, Oscar, can you hear me?
Hey, Ben.
Hey, you know I'm doing the podcast, and I have the phone up to the speaker, so you're on the podcast.
Say hello, everybody.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Well, you wrote me in, huh?
Well, you called me literally right when we were in the middle of doing this. I'm like, you know what? We're going to make this interesting. So I literally just stopped. I have the phone up to my speaker.
All right, so now I'm going to pause. I'm going to mute Ben. So now you guys can have a discussion, and I'm going to talk results from Claremont.
Go for it.
There you go. So only on Inside NHSTRA.
That's it, baby.
So Friday night, Claremont Motorsports Park, back in action. It was a fun-filled night of racing action in Claremont, New Hampshire. LaValle Building Supply Pure Stocks, Nolan McClay, Colton Martin, followed by Colton Hull.
A lot of Coltons. Great job.
Yes, we should have a couple more in there. The one thing it's like when you go to Hudson. The 33's in lead. Oh, wait a minute. That's 33 red. That's 133 yellow. That's
Oh, my
33
God.
J.
Johnny Michelin, our hand scorer, was having an aneurysm
Oh,
yesterday.
Randy Wheelock was our announcer, and I love Randy to death. And Randy's like, and a 33 of so-and-so is leading the race. And he's like, wrong 33. if you
That is a challenge.
if you go ahead and listen to the race at Hudson, you can hear me in the background. Wrong name.
Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
They spelled this. He said instead of Callie, he said Kaylee.
I love that
Oh my
one.
God, there was so much crap going on. She's like, "That's not my name. That's not my." I'm like, Callie, relax. It's okay.
Randy's the man, though.
Yeah.
Randy's the man.
Well, you got to put it this way. He went in there not knowing any of these
right.
people. When you come in blind like that, that is a
Well,
challenge.
bear in mind too, he is new.
And I also
So that you know,
I also did
he's-
print him the roster 45 seconds before the cars pulled out of the
gosh.
track. I was like,
No
here
study.
you go.
It's like taking the test right away.
Right away.
No
Here you
study
go.
sheet.
And he's like, do. And then people at Hudson are brutal. Like, I love you, Hudson guys. Like, you've taught me a whole new section of racing I didn't know existed.
That's right.
People walk by the window and like flip you off and like throw stuff off at you. And it's very interesting to watch what goes by the window.
That's a sign of love.
It really is.
It really is.
I got given cupcakes yesterday.
Really?
I got given. Oh, that's right. We got to talk about the food segment because apparently this turns into a food show. I don't know in whose crazy mind of an idea it was to come up with ice cream nachos, Ben.
Derek Babola over at Babola's restaurant.
Hold on. What is an ice cream nacho?
I didn't know what it was either. I didn't even know. It's at my track.
Don't worry. I will tell you because I bought one yesterday and I didn't even get the first one to do it. As I'm walking away with a fat kid smile, Ben's mom goes, "Those look great," and like reaches in and starts eating my nachos. And I'm like, what are you doing?
So what is it?
So you get whatever flavor ice cream you want in the bottom, and then you have these handmade pressed like pieces of waffle cone as nachos, and they're all
out.
surrounding it. and then
Bob, I don't want to hear the fat jokes. Keep them to yourself. Go ahead.
I don't care. Call me fat all you want. This is the best darn thing I've ever eaten.
Now I really want it,
Dude.
And then all you have, she goes, what flavors would you like? I'm like, whatever comes with it. So I had pineapple, I had strawberry, I had hot chocolate.
So you could have different flavors.
They're all they put the toppings all around it, and then sprinkles on top.
Are you serious?
And I sat up there and ate this entire thing while I was broadcasting.
So the funny thing is that Derek and his mother create all this stuff. So where his restaurant is, I own the plaza he's in. There's a tenant that might be leaving because they owe me money. And he's like, well, if they leave, can we open up an ice cream stand? I'm like,
as long as it comes with ice cream.
as long as it comes with a lot of ice cream when in the rental deal, I'm fine with that.
What restaurant does he own?
Babola's restaurant right here in Nashua.
Oh,
and
okay,
and he
yeah.
owns
Yep.
Frankie's Diner and Stonecutters in Milford.
Wow.
And he owns actually 4 of them. He owns one in Drake and one in Air.
Does he have any hair left? Because
No.
owning 4 restaurants does not sound like fun.
With 6 kids.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I go, that guy couldn't pull out of a parking lot.
I knew John Espinette was going to get crap for this. Someone wrote, how John Espinette get VIP parking at Hudson yesterday?
Well, the answer for that is simple. I'm the 4th oldest employee, as in consecutive years.
No,
worked
they're
at the
mixing
track,
things
and
up
2
here.
of the Hennessy's don't drive.
No,
So I get the VIP spot.
you're mixing this up. They're talking about the Lee USA Speedway car.
I know what they're talking about.
That is my car, guys.
Yeah.
So
How's
I was
that thing running?
broadcasting, and it was right there. The thing runs great. I
I know
love
for
that car.
280,000 miles, that thing runs like a top, huh?
I will say, first impressions wasn't the best. So Ben picks me up, drops me off at his shop. I was like dubbing around with him at the shop for a while. I jump into the car, turn the key, it starts up and dies out instantly.
That
and
car
then
hates
it would
Ben.
not start.
Oh, yeah. And it did it to me. And then he hops in, and 2 seconds later and fires it up. I'm
And
like,
it's just sitting there. It's like, I'm like, I got to call Ben now and tell him the fuel pump just died and I'm stuck at his shop. And then it fired up. I was like, what is going on?
Ben's
It's been
sitting
fine
there-
since.
Ben's sitting there firing it, trying to fire it. It won't. It fires up and dies. I'm like, give it gas. He puts it to the floor. It dies out. I get in it, fires up. I put it to the rev limiter.
Jesus.
But I love cruising around. I get one of 2 responses: thumbs up or middle finger. That's
Sounds
all
about
that
right.
happens.
Sounds
So-
about right.
And if you see it flying down the breakdown lane with the lights on, mind your business. Don't call Ben. What are you guys doing? Come on now.
Don't be a rat.
Don't be a rat. Nobody likes a rat.
oh, Jesus.
All right, moving on. I think we got sidetracked by food.
You're
and all
holding
this
up
other
the
stuff.
drive-through.
He will always be in a drive-thru. Jay Ferreira 3 cars back.
I can see it now. Ben, why is this Lee car always at McDonald's? Do you guys like have a sponsorship deal with them or
We're
something?
working
Hey,
on
well,
it, all
Bubba
right?
did our intro, so we might as well.
That is awesome.
I just got Claremont's up today, so Kaylee would be upset if she saw who it is.
Kaylee.
All right, who is it?
Noah Gregson.
Gregson.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Noah Gregson. It was before Larry Moe and curlied his hair.
That would have been way better.
It would have been.
Would
He's
have
like,
been way better.
your NASCAR home track is Claremont Motorsports Park. And I was like, yeah, better than Bubba Wallace. Avery Insurance 6 shooters. We had Steve Miller Jr., Steve Miller Sr., followed by John Thibodeau. I need to give an award out. New award. Best. It's usually owned by Bob at any track he goes to. Best Victory Lane interview of the year so far, Steve Miller Jr. You guys, if you missed
That's
it,
the one with the long mullet,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
if you missed it, Steve Miller Jr. went on and I'll give you, it's on NASTRAvision.com. So anybody that has a NASTRAvision membership, it's free of charge for you and it's available for after purchase pay-per-view for everybody else. He starts off the interview and says, let me tell you something. I piss excellence. And I want everybody to know that. That is how he started his interview. And the entire crowd
like this
blew
guy.
up laughing. And he held that straight face. And then he went on for like 5 or 6 more lines. Randy Wheelock is looking at him and then looking at the camera, looking at him, looking at the camera, going, I don't know what to do. Because
That is awesome.
he kept going. And then he even tried the classic trick, which drives every announcer nuts. He tried to grab the microphone and walk away. Randy was like, yeah, no.
Ricky Facette was notorious for doing that. When I was younger, he used to take the microphone all the time.
I think it's one of the things Bob tries to do. He'll try to get the microphone.
No, Bob just does off the wall.
Hey, Bob should try to get to Victory Lane more often. Is what you never try to get the microphone. Just get to Victory Lane, Bob.
Oh, Lorraine's
Nobody
throwing me
wants to
under the
listen to
bus.
third place, Bob.
Lorraine's telling people, Mark, you also had Twizzlers and cookies. And yeah, come on. What is wrong with you? I also had the Big Z at Claremont. phenomenal.
I hope you got a backup plan. This guy's going down with a heart attack. Seriously, he ain't lasting
I
long.
got a rascal for him.
Yeah,
so.
you better have someone to train
Can
him.
I just start driving that now?
Oh, God,
He'll
no, it was
prolong
a
me for a while.
joke.
Sixth place,
It was
Bob.
a
Close
joke.
enough.
State Farm Outlaws, we had Guy Karen, Ryan Courier, followed by Steve Bly. R.E. Hinckley, late models, we had Chris Riendo, Chris Lindquist, and David Greenslit. Ace Tex Modifieds, we had Brian Roby, Aaron Fellows, and Nathan Wenzel. Apparently, I'm being told that Aaron Fellows and Brian Roby were making out in Victory Lane, and there's pictures online if anybody has seen them.
This is a hell of a story.
Oh.
It's online. Miss M of Emily's fantastic photos captured that along with all the other photos that she does at the track. But
Emily is amazing.
Yeah, if you see her, honestly, thank her for all the hard
is
work
amazing.
she does. I
Yeah,
mean,
she
she
really-
takes some of the best photos I've ever seen.
She does. She's a great. She's so for the racer. She does
yeah.
so much for the racing and for the people. So good. It's good to have her.
don't know what I see
I
stuff
think
and I don't.
Emily said Greenslick got second, but I believe
I can't.
Oh,
see.
had those reversed. Sorry about that. MLM Diagnostic Pure Stocks down at Hudson International Speedway.
Wow,
Sorry.
Jesus.
We had the 16 of Chris Davis, followed by Colton Martin and Carlos Grenier. The Granite State Gun Range 6 shooters, we had Steve Miller Sr., followed by Michael. Is it Yeaton or Yeton?
Yeton.
Yeah, no, that was,
It's Michael Yeton.
Take it
Not
from- take it
Mike.
from- take it from
not
the announcer.
Yeaton. Michael Yeton.
Michael
the announcer.
Yeton, followed by Steve Miller Jr.
I actually tried to sit in his spare car, the one that his dad drives.
Why would you do that?
No word of a lie. I sat in it. My head was above the cage. I'm staring at the top bar. I go,
God.
yeah, guys, I'm not driving this.
I could have told you that.
I'm like, I had to like slouch down.
The Black Flag podcast, Ridge Runners. Joseph Frazier, followed by Heath DeButz and Richard Morocco.
No, Joey was gone.
He was checked out.
Dude,
Flying.
gone.
Yeah, he was
Flying.
checked
Good
out.
Those
for
cars
them.
are gorgeous.
They put in a lot of work into
They
those
had
cars.
they had a third one, but I guess the motor blew up. But brand new cars, 3 brand new cars.
Wow. Yeah, he was checked out.
I'm like, I want
Did the
them, I
motor
want them
blow
on
up?
it.
Because
yeah.
they were asking something about if they had carb issues or
Yeah,
something
no,
like that.
it sounded like it jumped the timing chain, but what the hell do I know?
Let's see here. I missed anything here. 'Cause I do sometimes not notice when people comment, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Bill Clement, Mark comes over to the 2 late stocks. That's a new one. 2 late stocks Sunday and doesn't even introduce himself. I was trying to steal Ma Robinson's golf cart so I could go set cameras up. I was running behind that day. I will introduce myself again the next time that you're there. The Northeast Auto Importers late models. We had the Chris Schroeder machine, Milton Duran, and Andrew Moore. And Milton definitely, I'll tell you, he listened to race director that says you can't win it on the first lap.
No, he didn't.
Go out there. This is a 30-lap race or whatever, however many laps it is. You got a lot of laps, and Milty immediately goes out there, throws that sucker 3 wide. I was like, come on, dude.
I mean,
And while we're talking about that, how about we talk about the return of Mitch? Mitch,
That was cool.
Mitch
Mitch
Wendell
Wendell.
back
That
at the
was
track
cool.
behind the wheel. That
was
is
fun.
I'm driving in the pits and I see Mitch standing there in a fire suit. I go, what are you doing?
I walked up to him. I go, "You just couldn't stay away, huh? You just couldn't stay away."
10 years of
It had to have been 10 at least.
doing pool water stuff. I don't know.
he's a great guy.
Yes.
And I mean, I've had the luxury of having shared many races
He
with
was
him.
doing good too. I think he bounced off of Andrew though.
No,
Milty.
Milty got into him.
Damn,
Milty
damn,
got into
Milty.
everybody. I don't know. He hit more cars than he started behind. I don't know how that happened.
Milty needs this shirt.
He does.
The weekend weapon. I think that was actually that was Milton designed in that cart right there, to be honest with you. He just doesn't even know it yet. The NHSTRA modifieds, we had the 02 of Jeff Rollins, followed by Aaron Fellows, and the number 2 of Tyler Leary. It was a fun weekend of racing.
It was a tiring weekend. Of
Beautiful
racing.
weather.
I did, so everybody knows how I sleep in. Like I it's the one thing that's probably my only negative that I have is I like to sleep in.
I wouldn't go that far.
Must
There's
be
a
nice.
few more. We can talk about that another
So
show.
I left Claremont at, I believe, 1:40 in the morning. And then before Ben goes, I give him a packet of paperwork. Let's see. Yeah, so I give Ben a packet of paperwork, and I was like, "You're going to be at Lee way before I am, so go ahead and take this." And then I immediately woke up Saturday morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning and went, "Ooh, I'm up!" Jumped in the old Lee car and took
I
off.
don't even believe that. There's no way you were.
John was there. I was there
was
before
there.
the
Was he
place
really?
opened.
He was there. I was there at 6. He was there. What time did you get there?
I was there at about 11.
I
so
showed up.
before. Well, wait a minute. What time did the gate open?
10.
So I was there at 10 when the gates opened.
Yeah, what time did you show up? You were there early.
Well, I'll get to that. So I get up into registration. Christy and Lorraine look at me and says, "Oh, just the guy I'm waiting for. You printed out all the paperwork." I'm like, "Yeah, I gave it to Ben. It should already be here." "We haven't seen Ben yet." I was like, "Come on, Ben's always early." Like, "Yeah, he's not here yet." So I like find John. I'm like, "You heard from Ben?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh boy."
Where were you, buddy?
So I had
You have some morning sickness with your newborn?
no, actually it was a Make-A-Wish kid. He wanted to come to Hudson. The Renfrew family brought over. They have the golf carts that look like Tow Mater, and
awesome.
Cool.
him and a bunch of his friends went out on the track,
Oh,
bombing
no way.
around. And then they presented him to go to Disney World and all that
That's
stuff.
awesome.
That's pretty
So
cool.
I brought a couple of my dwarf cars there. I got Derek Griffith to go over there.
All right, so you're excused. This is a
pretty good.
valid
That's okay.
excuse.
I waited.
Hey, good
You
job.
put your foot in your mouth.
Yeah,
so.
now I
for
feel
you. Good job.
dumb.
Good job, man. That's pretty
But go
cool.
ahead, Mark. Keep
Here
going.
I am, all excited that I woke up early and Ben's making wishes come true.
As a dad that just went to Disney, I hope it was Bill Gates that presented him with that Disney trip. Because that place, whew.
I love it. All night, Kevin's just like, "Here's my credit card. Here's my credit card."
You see my
Here's
shirt? I
credit
had
card."
like a Disney Dad Scan Me barcode shirt on. Yeah.
Venmo me
They-
money. These
they
kids
don't- they
cost
don't
me too
joke.
much money.
They don't joke.
I do have the brand new original Wheelman shirt. Is this one available yet?
Not yet.
What the hell?
this one will be available
It's his
soon.
birthday, dude.
I want the new
I didn't know
one.
yours was
This
yesterday.
is the new one.
That is a
No,
new
no, no,
one.
I want the other
Those
one.
ones are those are
yeah.
test pressings.
No, those ones are getting. Those ones that you just saw are getting printed.
Yeah,
right now,
I
actually. Those ones
want
getting printed.
that one and the one you showed me.
Yeah.
That one you showed, I think everybody is going to want that one you showed me. Where can people go for this fine swag, by the way?
At lovely www.originalwheelman.com.
Are you gonna bring any to Hudson or Lee?
You
Because
know,
you've been
Artie
saying it,
Grenier
and-
has, God bless his soul, he has been awesome, so patient. I'll be honest, it's been a crazy month. I really do plan on getting to the racetracks and getting in this thing.
It almost feels,
Really
I mean,
has.
Ben, what have you been doing? Like, we've all been like opening 4 racetracks and working and doing stuff every day. Like,
Well,
it hasn't been busy at all, right?
Other than wanting to commit mass suicide at Claremont because I am just a neat freak and I'm just like, it's not going the way I want. Ah! And everyone's trying to calm me down.
I can say I'm probably one of the only ones that can successfully calm Ben down. I have that
thought I
down
did
now
a
where I
good
was
You
like,
did.
I thought I did a good job.
We're getting a contester over there.
well, I'm talking about all the other people that were walking around. We did pretty good.
So I'm driving the golf cart and something's ticking me off and I just clench up and I smash in the steering wheel of the golf cart and I'm like, my knuckles are killing me. I'm like, I don't care. I'm so pissed.
He's over something, and he's
just over something.
and he's freaking
dumb,
out, and I'm just
freaking
sitting
out.
there. I got my feet up on the golf cart, and I'm going, I know.
Oh, you're with him?
I was with him the whole night. I'm like, I know, it's
No,
okay.
it's just like I said, it's just, you know.
So, I noticed what
it's like
Steve-
opening day blues.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Steve Gran, I know what he does. His procedure is he builds your blood pressure up and then he gets it back down. Is what he's practicing how to calm you down. So he builds it up and then he beats you back down. I mean, it's a good approach. It's a solid approach. I don't blame you. It's a good way to go about it. You get 17 divisions in there, 412 cars, parking them down 102. It's cool.
So, Nick Prenovu, what was the best name he was called all night? He said he was called 5 different names. I wish we could find out which one it was, but he asked who got the bonus money for the fastest times in the feature. I believe that's being worked on right now.
Yeah,
Christy was actually calling me right before the show, and
so
I had just
Christy was working on all the checks for this
so
weekend.
once that is out and available, I will throw that online. But what a great race! Huge props to Bumpy's Auto Service because this is something that I think needs to be done more. They step up, they do. Like,
Yeah, they do.
Even Catco helped
Yeah.
out too a lot this.
oh yeah, we'll
weekend,
get to them too. But when you walk in and you come in and you see these stands of people setting up and doing face paintings and stuff like that, free, guys, free, FREE. Thanks to Bumpy's Auto Service, and
That's pretty cool.
it was awesome because you see all these kids there having fun and getting their faces painted and race car stuff. They did really good work.
Did you get one?
I had Ben's mom 99% into getting I Heart Ben.
Oh
But at the
my
last minute,
God.
she's like, he'll be really mad if I do that. And I'm
I
like,
wouldn't
he
care.
would
No, you
love
would
you
not.
even more if
Yes,
you
he
did
would.
that on his birthday.
I should have done that.
And Mother's Day, birthday, Mother's Day, perfect time to do it. Bob.
That's the best gift in the world for your mom. You can like, I was born. Happy Mother's Day.
No, I'm pretty sure she's like, God damn it.
Okay. Your mom loves you. Like
I know that.
1,000,000,000%.
Hold on. Back up the phone. I'm the only child she has, so she doesn't really have an option.
See, my mom has 5 to choose from, and
thank God.
I am not high up on that list of her liking. So like I'm like way down here.
How many?
I'm one of 5.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
Are you? Where are you in the scale?
Second. So I have an
Oh,
older
you're
brother,
screwed.
me, a younger brother, and 2 younger sisters.
How it goes is always the first child and the last child.
See,
All the other ones don't care.
Me and my older brother were born in the 70s. So, and then you have the younger siblings that are in the 80s and then the late 80s. I think like 88 or 89. Like we were adults almost by the time they were born. Like my parents gave up. Like it was like, just do whatever you want. And they're like strict with us. You were probably fun in the sun with your mom. She's like, oh, my Benny boy. And
No, my mom was a fun mom. She'd always be like the one. It's funny. My mom was the cool one. My dad was the dick. Like, he was so strict on
Hi,
me.
Seriously?
Matt. How are you? Matt watches every week on
I don't
YouTube.
care.
Matt,
Matt.
we love you. Just because your son does not doesn't mean we don't. We
Whatever.
still do.
I have to put up with him. And my mom was always the fun, cool one. Now it's funny. Now you would think when I turned 16, my mom bought a brand new C6 Corvette. Now bear in mind I'm in high school. She let me drive it. Thing had maybe 600 miles on it. She had to replace the tires on it.
God, dude.
So she brings it back to the dealership and like, man, there's something seriously wrong with your car. These tires shouldn't have gone. She just holds up her hand and she goes, I have a 17-year-old son. I go, oh, okay. I wasn't allowed to drive that car for a while.
Yeah, Bumpy's also gave away a set of bikes.
Yep.
Cash bonus to all the fast times in the feature. And these things that I didn't know
the
what they
hand
were.
clappers?
The hand clapper
oh my
things.
God, the kids love
Loved
those
them.
things.
All you saw was this contingency of kids running, and they were all doing the clapping at the same time. I thought it was like the English were coming to take us down because it was like the sound of the beating drums. Also, big shout
got the
out
clap?
to.
Yes.
I wish I
Hudson
would have
thing.
got those. They had to clap. It's a Hudson thing, I guess. I don't know. You guys are horrible people. The Catco also stepped up with the stuff that they did. Track. I had a great day. It was a fun day. We were out of there mid-afternoon. Claremont was done by 9:30.
Yeah.
I wish I could have been.
That was a first because usually I remember being getting out of there like 12 and I didn't get home till
I wish
2.
I didn't have like 2 hours of unsetup to do after I get done
Yeah,
broadcasting.
that's going to be a heck of a breakdown, huh?
Yeah. I got it. It's
And
pretty good now.
Once again, the coverage was fantastic. The instant replays, the coverage, just all throughout, it was absolutely amazing. Great job
It's
to you
fun,
guys.
and we're learning more as we go. I got a brand spanking new ticker that I'm going to try out this week at Monadnock. I think it's going to work good.
Good for you.
I can't stop. I have it. It's perfect, but I want it better. So now I have a better ticker. It's nice light blue and white, and I'm hoping it's cool. If everybody likes it, let me know. If you don't, we'll design a different one. That's the best part about this. Oh, yep. David Greenslick got married this weekend.
There goes half his trophies.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Sorry,
race
David.
car.
No, I'm just kidding.
David Greenslick will be a divisional champion next year in the pure stocks. Lori Montgomery says, by the way, infield looked great, Ben, and the Hudson crew. I
Yeah,
do
you
find it
outdid
funny
yourself.
because
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Ben comes up to me and says, Jenna Bolio was the first one to put a mark on the grass. And I was like, it's okay, son. It's going to happen a lot today.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then like 9 cars go flying into the
Yeah,
infield.
yeah.
And I was
It's
like,
funny.
oh, boy.
I walk up to Jenna. I go, Jenna, you owe me for a landscape. And she goes, no. Well, that other car. I go, you're splitting it with him. And she's like, I'm not buying it. I'm like, I'm joking. It's a joke. I knew it was gonna happen.
And then they all went flying through. What was it? Lap 3?
Something like that.
Yeah, right around
I think
that.
it was 2. I don't think we took 3.
Yeah, I think we just came from
2.5.
2. It
Yeah.
would have been 3 if we hadn't have wadded up like 19 pro sport late models in the turn number 1. It was definitely interesting. Did show 3 separate camera angles of that 4 different times on instant replay.
The instant replay on that I was talking with someone about that today. It was awesome because there was obviously a void there of time because it took a while to clean it up.
Yes, it actually cleanup was pretty quick.
No, I mean in general. I mean, usually when you have something like that, there's a pile up, just getting everybody off the track.
Well, we were kind of hoping that original Wheelman would buy a commercial on it, so we had times like this.
What did I ask you today?
No, I'm not done talking. I'm not done.
No, listen. Did I ask?
Hey, you
did I ask?
shut your mouth
Did
when
I
you're
ask?
talking to me.
Did I ask?
Kevin did talk to me about a commercial earlier.
Mom,
Well,
Dad.
I'm the last one, son. You
No,
can't
he's
screw
not.
him.
fighting.
The guy's a dick, so we're not doing it.
Really? What we're gonna do?
I'm calling North
All
Wilkesboro
right,
tomorrow.
let's do some online. We have feedback in here. We have hundreds of people watching. Let's do some online feedback for your commercial. We're gonna make a commercial for Original Wheelman if he signs up to do it. I think we get Wayne Helliwell Sr.
In a Speedo?
in a Speedo and says the only thing that covers my body is Wheelman, and he pulls the shirt on over and then jumps into a car. He would do
And
it.
it was at
would
that
do
point,
that.
Original Wheelman went out of business at that point.
That
think
is-
sales would boom.
That would be like the best commercial. You could have a bunch of 70-year-old guys with dad bods.
And Wayne would do it too.
Oh, 100%.
Wayne would do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be fun.
Guys, let us know about that commercial in the comments, and we might make that happen.
Oh my God.
That'd be
yes.
fun.
Oh, there's a comment. Okay, so Callie, yes, you did go through the grass, but you did what all racers should do, and you kept going. How old is she?
She's 14.
Congratulations, guys. You got outschooled by a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
That-
Great
yeah.
job.
Yeah, she did great. She drove
did
right
great,
back to
yeah.
5th, too.
Yeah, I was watching some lap times on the monitor,
So-
and she was getting more. You could tell she was getting more comfortable as the race went on.
Right
Great
when the
job.
second place guy, what was it? What's his name? I'm gonna butcher it if I try.
Heath.
The Butts.
Heath the Butts.
I'm like, you realize I butcher every name
I
that I
know,
attempt to
that's
say.
fine.
You're not, don't ask me.
Don't ask him.
Because I can barely read. Right when he passed Callie got was following his line, and she just kept right up with him. I'm like, oh, we're like 25 laps too late for that, but hey, you know what? Better
Right, man, yeah.
I mean, that was her first race.
that was her
I mean,
first
that was-
race. And,
She did a great job.
No, I'm sorry. That was her first race in a rear-wheel
In a
drive.
rear-wheel drive car, yes.
She did
yes.
race.
No, I mean I knew
the
that. yeah.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, but that was her first race in a V8 rear-wheel drive
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
That was a great job. Good for her.
Yeah, so downtime during NASTRA Vision, promote the sponsors on the billboards. We try our best to get those sponsors on the billboard. We're tied into House PA.
Yeah.
So we are working on trying. So at Lee, I sit next to the announcers. At Monadnock, I sit in. I'm not near the announcers. At Hudson, I'm directly next to the announcers, and at Claremont, I'm in a completely separate zip code than the announcers. So it's a little harder over there. I'm not in the same spot.
Yeah, and what I was saying, I thought you did a great job in that little bit of downtime during that wreck. Did a great job showing all the replays. You didn't even realize the cleanup was going on. Next thing you know,
Hey,
we're
racing's
going
back in.
racing. You know, did a great job.
We are. There's stuff that we're working on, like, and it is stuff that's being worked on seriously. Like, we didn't have before. This is new, actually having a TV schedule. So things are the marks need to really be hit a little better, and we're working on that because post time is post time, and we got to go.
Well, that and I always hate dead time. So when now, because I'd always yell and scream, and trust me, Steve can contest to this. I'm like, guys, come on! I hate dead time. Let's go. So instead of me doing it, Mark's doing it. I'm like, oh, this is great. I don't even have to yell anymore. This is awesome.
I solved this problem. I love Dawn. Dawn's the best.
Oh, yeah.
She's up with me and she's like, "Are we live right now?" And I hear, I don't even see
I
it.
can't even see that.
Mike Harlow said, he goes, guess who? And Justin Harris goes, no one wants you here.
Oh, I just started getting Harlow pictures. Okay, makes sense.
He's late today.
Actually, wait a minute. I don't have Messenger, so I can't.
So
can't get it.
Don looks at me and
he's
says,
got-
"Are we live on NASTRA Vision right now?" I said, "Yeah, we're just waiting for this because they're behind time." And she's like, "I'll solve that problem right now." Next thing I know, everyone just breaks up after she went slamming the door. I was like, "This is great."
Yeah, don't mess with little German lady. Just
She gets stuff done.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure. All right, coming up this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Monadnock Speedway 520 Military Appreciation Night. The NHSTRA modifieds are going 40 laps. The NASTRA late models are going to go 25 laps. Mini stocks 25 laps. Pure stocks 25 laps. Young Gun, she doesn't have laps listed. Nelcar, 25 laps. And Bandoleros for an undetermined amount of laps. The let's see here.
Them kids would go forever.
Yep.
You can say, go out there and run. And they'll be like, how long? Till the motor runs dry. And they would.
24-hour.
Lemons.
24-hour.
Bandoleros?
Bandoleros.
Somebody be like, what is that bees that I keep hearing? What is, are they like making honey?
Somebody's got a big lawn.
How many did they bring to Hudson once? It was like an astronomical bandolero.
I
Wasn't
think
it
they had
like
18.
15 or 18, something huge. I'm like, oh my God.
How many Legends cars showed up there last year?
30,
36. Oh, no.
32? 32.
32.
Best part about it is that, look at
started them
Steve. I was
all.
like, this is amazing. He's like, they're starting every one of them.
Those are
and I
the
was
best
like,
words in
whoa.
motorsports. I hate
many
to
was
say to
there?
start them all.
32.
And they started them all.
It was actually a
It
really
was
clean
an
race.
amazing
Yeah.
race.
It was an awesome race.
Yep.
One caution.
That one actually is available on the NHSTRA Facebook page, I believe.
Yeah.
That was when we were testing
The whole NHSTRA.
for the NHSTRA, the what turned into NHSTRA Vision is when we were testing that
Spring
last year.
Sizzler, 70 cars. Start them all.
Start them all.
Start them all.
Start 'em all.
See what happens.
I think they had a hard time with the ones they started.
They did.
So,
They had problems all day.
so Monadnock Speedway pits open at 2 p.m. Grandstands at 3. Hot laps at 3:30. I'm sorry, grandstands at 3:30. Hot laps at 3:30. Racing starts at 6. General admission $15. Kids 6 to 15, $5. And if that's not good enough for you, 521 Lee USA Speedway. We get to see if Mr. Espinette can walk the walk. He's talked the talk. He does a good job. Let's see what happens, because we're not just going to say, hey, let's start up with a little mini show. Let's give you some pure stocks out there or this or that. Nope.
No, you guys set up the diving board.
Guys, American Canadian
You can
Tour.
swim, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope you like
Governor's
the high
Cup.
dive.
It's good.
Hello, welcome on board. The 6-shooter is going to be going 20 laps. Ridge Runners 25. The Act Tour going 150 laps. Pure Stocks going 20. 6-shooters feature 2 guys. Twin 20s, 20 laps. And Pro Stocks, 75 laps. Adult general admission, $25. Junior, $15. Pits open at 10 a.m. Grandstands at 1. Hot laps at 1:30. Racing starts at 4. We will be having this event on, so we will also have Monadnock on NHSTRA Vision. The Act Tour Governor's Cup will also be on NHSTRA Vision. We will not be showing the Act Tour portion of that event, unfortunately. That will be available on another streaming service, so it will not be on the NHSTRA Vision. But the NHSTRA Vision pay-per-view will be a nice, very special price for you that will be a little bit lower as a little thank you for understanding. And unfortunately, that was signed up before NHSTRA Vision was official, so is what it is. And
Does it rhyme with blow?
No.
Well, we couldn't say it, right?
wow,
Kevin,
No?
there's times I hate you, but there's also times that you make me smile. It's great.
Or is it chasing a girl named Erica? Which one is it?
That's the one. There you go.
I don't know.
I don't know what to say. These are awesome.
I can't say it, so I don't know. I'm gonna go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Man, who would have thought that's how he's going to go out?
I'm going to die.
That was fun.
Oh, that was good.
Test and Tune was at Lee this weekend that we just had on Saturday. Those drift guys are crazy.
Yeah, those
Dude,
that
I
was
saw
cool.
that video. That was nuts.
That was cool.
Yeah, I want one of those Corvettes.
Oh, shoot, those are nuts.
I was hanging down below the new shooting platform in turn 3. I was hanging out. Originally, me and Ben were going to discuss something, and then Ben saw something shiny and then walked away. So then it was me and Jess over there for like 25 minutes, and they're like, I looked at him, I said, you realize he's not coming back? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not coming back either. So we're watching the drift cars. So I'm like, I'm going to hang my phone over the wall. And like that guy went flying by, like almost nicked the phone. I was like, this is a great video. And then the cloud of smoke was right in our face. And I was like, oh my God, those guys burned those cars
Yeah,
down.
they did.
They said they were going over 100 or almost 100 on the sideways around.
I believe it.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Bear in
sorry.
mind.
I'd have to see
Bear in
that.
mind, too.
Maybe
That's
the
probably
top
what the
10.
that's probably what the
That's
tag
probably what
said.
the
Yeah.
that's probably what the wheels are saying.
We've done some laps around there. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I think
that's what they said. and
don't
I'm
get me
like,
wrong.
yeah.
I'm not taking away the ability.
No.
They're obviously very talented.
So if you're
that
watching the
was-
screen, they come around the front stretch like this. They go into turn number 1, and then they come around, and then they go into the infield around, and then back around, and then loop it around. So they had a couple vets there, which were
Dude, the
phenomenal.
vets were
Yeah, and then like a
sick.
Nissan 240 or something like
The
that.
first vet goes into that first corner coming out of 2 and into the pit road. Perfect. Flipped it back over to the other side, drifted down the whole front stretch. The guy in the other vet says, I can do that too. And then almost muffed the whole front wall. I was like the whole ass end of the car kicked the wrong way when he gunned it coming out of the corner, and the thing whipped back the other way and almost took the back end off the corner of the Jersey barrier. I was like,
Oh my God.
that would have been a bad day.
Yep.
But it was a fun day. Got to see, Kristen DiStefano back out there, seeing them. They had some issues with the car, and they got that figured out. Security systems and 6-shooters, they are a bad thing, that's for sure. Loaded the car up, forgot to turn the switch off the night before. Car would not fire. Worked on it all day, and then they just ended up having to do at the end, the 10-minute key relearn, and fired up, and she's like, great, let's go. Goes to get on the track, and Brian's like, crap, your battery's unstrapped, everything's ripped apart. Hold on. And they got everything back together and went back out there.
Wow.
So I'm hoping we'll see.
That's what those days are for, though.
Yeah,
That's what those
100%.
days are for. Yep.
Glad it happens there.
Exactly.
Then on Sunday, May 21st, at Lee USA Speedway, when the ACT Tour is going to be there, the Governor's Cup, the Pro Stocks.
That's a big day.
That is a good day, John. I'm not trying to make you nervous over there. Anymore.
You're not.
I'm
You're good.
nervous
I'm
for
getting
you.
excited.
The whole table's shaking over here with him.
No, I'm nervous because I never, this is the first time that.
It's a first for both of you at this
Yeah.
track, yeah. So this is going to be a.
You guys do have a secret weapon. His name's Jeff, and he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have Facebook.
Jeff was actually.
Jeff is awesome.
You know that wire you ran around something around the backstretch?
Yes.
Yeah, he said it looks really good caught up in the bottom of the mower.
Oh, no. It better not. No, we just discussed this. He did say it's no longer red. You did paint it white. I was like, it doesn't need style points. It's all fine. Paint it whatever color you want.
It's funny when the drift cars are going around the track now. Jeff is like, if no one knows Jeff treats Lee like it's his baby. Like,
Yes.
it is his kid.
He said it to me. He goes,
Yeah.
Ben might own this place, but this is my racetrack.
And he's not
And
wrong.
Ben says,
That's right.
yes, sir. Yes, yes, I
The
agree
car's
with
going
you.
around the track, and I see like little chunks of little asphalt coming up and stuff. And I'm looking at Jeff, and I'm waiting for him to look at me, going like, no, he watched them, and he was fine. I'm like, oh, is he okay with these, or is he gonna? What?
I think watching you listen, Jeff is the man. Like
is.
watching what he does. I'll let you finish your story. The little chunks of asphalt and stuff.
Yeah,
But.
well, it was just the filler that came out and stuff. But I was waiting for him to get. I was waiting to get an earful from like, what are you doing? Why are we doing this?
Nope.
But he was totally
He's
fine.
like
with it.
he's like the greenskeeper on a golf course. He needs that place looking pristine.
yeah.
He makes sure the fairways are high and tight. He is so meticulous about
yeah.
that racetrack that it's like you said, it's treated like a baby.
They are thinkers and they are doers.
He's a doer.
I am a thinker about doing things. Like I think about it.
You'll
And
think
I'm
ab-
like, that's a great idea.
You don't think about waking up early, that's for sure.
No. And then I'm there with John last week. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. All the days blend in together, and I got to run a fiber optic cable from the tower down below, out front, and then underneath the stands. And then I'm like, I can't get the fiber optic cable through. It's not fitting. I'm getting aggravated. And then Jeff's like, what's the problem? And I said, this won't fit. He's like, bull S. And I'm like, okay, but it's not fitting for me right now because I can't come through and do this angle with it. It's just not working. So I give up and I move on to another project. The next thing, me and John are upstairs and I hear beep, 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 beep. I'm like, and then like the building shakes a little bit and I look out the window. He's got the bucket truck over there and he's hanging down, shoving the wire down the pipe. I'm like, there was no, let me think about this. That was just immediately grab the truck.
That's how
And
he is.
he comes in, he's like, hey, dummy, your wire's run. And I went, thank you.
That sounds like his approach.
I think,
Oh yeah.
Hey, dummy.
but he just gets stuff done. And
No,
you need more of that in this world.
What would take most people days takes him minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible to watch him work.
And he knows where everything is too. I
yeah.
can't believe it. I'm like, do we have this?
Is he getting late for you, buddy?
I guess so. Harlow caught me sleeping. God.
So Jeff, The next best part though, just remember, John, you just got one big show because not like
right. Yeah.
Harlow's on fire, man.
I haven't opened them yet.
You don't want to.
You don't want to
You don't want
open it.
He's on point tonight.
Oh wow, that bottom one. I make that face
He's
off.
doing work tonight.
That's what I look like when I'm on the toilet.
That's exactly what.
Well, I mean, we're at least gonna throw you a bone, Espinette, because just a
just
mere 6 days later, after the Act Tour Governor's Cup that's happening at Lee USA Speedway on Sunday, May 21st. It's just a small show, just this little thing. It's called the Granite State Derby.
No, I understand.
Don't know if you've heard
I
about
understand,
this.
Yeah.
Let's see who's running here. Let's see. Maybe a couple divisions you heard about. The New England Dwarf Car Series,
Never heard of
Dumb.
the
No,
New
we'll be
England
there.
Pro 4 Modifieds,
Now you sound like me.
the Open Pro Stocks, the NHSTRA late models, NEMA Lights.
the original Wheelman late models.
Yes, that would be. Yep, this is a JDV event, but yes, that still would be. You're right. That is right. You got the NEMA Lights, 350 Super Mods. What's this other one?
You're missing the B main.
NASCAR Wheelin' Modified Tour, nationally televised. Oh, wait, what? You got the NASCAR Wheelin' Modified
Don't
Tour the
screw
week
up.
after?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go, kid.
Hey, but seriously, out of all the years you were announcing and all that stuff at Hudson, would you ever think of being where you are now?
No. I figured I'd be 60 in a box talking to myself at some point, watching old racing videos. But
It can be. That can,
yeah, you're
that
right.
still
You're
can
right.
happen.
Yeah, yeah.
really bad. You see how pissed off I get.
Yeah, I know it, but no, it's just a combination of working with all the great people that I've been behind and sitting back and learning. You know what I mean? Well, I think more of it is seeing what not to do over the last 20 years, and just seeing stuff that bothers me and knowing that can't happen.
I feel like week 3 you should just have spectator drags. That's it, right? Give him a layup. Guy's gonna have a stroke by mid-season.
Yeah, because
I'm already there.
not like Kyle Busch is coming not
no,
long
no,
after
no.
that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Easy year for him.
So, advanced tickets are available for the Act Tour race right now on leeusaspeedway.com. Go ahead and click buy tickets. Your camping passes are also available for the Granite State Derby weekend. It's going to be a fun couple weeks coming up here. It's going to get the busy stretch. So I'm excited for it. Are you guys?
I'm pumped.
Absolutely.
Original Wheelman going to make it out to any races there this year?
This year, yes. We're trying to get a car to race, but I don't know.
So I didn't see you. Where were you hiding at Hudson Sunday?
I was running a camera. I heard someone didn't show up, so I took over.
No,
Now
my
it's
crew
putting the
showed up
horrible
Sunday.
angles.
My crew showed up Sunday. Where
Oh,
were
was that
you? Where
Sunday?
were you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently, I missed that one.
I knew when my phone went off and it said beep beep. Kevin Brown just purchased.
So when I
National
said
Vision,
last
I was
week
like,
that I'd be there, I forgot it was Mother's Day. I'm like, yeah, I'd be sleeping on your couch if I was there on Sunday.
There's one on the bus.
I'd
You'll be
probably
fine.
sleeping in here. That's probably where I'd be sleeping.
Hey,
I got the code. I'm good.
yeah. My phone's gonna go off at 3 a.m. and
all
it
right.
says Kevin Brown just opened the studio
That's all
door.
right. That's all right.
Brian Callen, I just thank you very much. Looking forward to working with you, man. Brian Callen's one of the reasons that I'm not absolutely ripping my hair out right now, because I know I got a good guy I can trust up in that tower. So thank
Have
you.
we?
Brian's real good.
Yeah, you've said that on the show too. Yeah, he's fun to work with. I worked with him with the JDV stuff. He is a
He's
lot of fun
really
to work
good
with.
stuff.
There's guys that tiptoe around things. Like Ben is not a tiptoer. I tiptoe around things because I don't really like to upset everybody. If I'm mad, like all bets are off. I'm up in the tower with Brian, and then something's not going right, and it just instantly now gone do.
Yep.
And I was like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. And there was that voice says, I'm not going to talk back to that. It was just done. And I was like, and they listen.
Facebookless Jeff said he'll give you a trophy for just showing up.
Yeah, he's got a whole trailer full of them.
Yeah,
They might not say your name.
but you got a trophy at least.
So I'll tell you, get that trophy ready, Jeff. You never know. That might be this Sunday. That's a great show this
Don't
Sunday.
hold your
You know,
breath.
Jeff knows how to build some stuff. He could build
Yeah,
you
I
his
know
own
he did.
trophy.
He did.
You build your own race car.
Jeff is great.
You got to get the Wheelman stuff there so
Yes.
people can buy, because a lot of people are taking advantage of that. Over at Claremont, already has all the different drivers' gear. If you are a driver at Claremont and you want your gear to be sold, there's nothing better. Think back to when you were a kid. That trailer used to have tons of drivers' gear inside of there, and you would be able to go in and buy it, and that that's how you know who your drivers are for the rest of your life. Those
Yeah.
are your guys.
And at Lee too. I mean, it shouldn't. A lot of the guys, I mean, in the grandstands, they don't want to buy the extra $25 to get into the pits to go find these drivers to buy
Yeah.
a T-shirt. So if you guys get those into the booth, we can have them at Lee. Stickers, anything like that. I mean, we want these people in the stands to be wearing your stuff. Even if you want to give a couple out, we could do games with the crowds. Who's got a red pen? We'll get you a David Greenslit shirt or something like that. I mean, whatever to get these guys more involved.
This right here is what's going to make people be your fans forever.
right.
And they've sold quite a bit of driver gear over at Claremont. One of the coolest things is, love me some Dwight Jarvis. Showed up there midweek, I guess, and said, "Hey, Artie, I got this box of old stuff that nobody probably wants. Do you want to sell it in here?" It's like all old vintage Dwight Jarvis T-shirts.
cool is
Original
that?
ones, yep.
Cool.
That
Yeah,
is
actually,
pretty
he
cool.
showed me a sweatshirt.
And I was like, this is awesome. The first thing was I dug
Gone.
through the
Was it-
box.
was
I
it-
was like,
was it all gone?
Is there a 3X in here? And he's like, yeah, it's a gray one. I'm like, gray guys don't wear 3Xs, so no. Oh, Emily says, I'll bet I'll make it to Lee before Kevin Brown does.
What's this restream thing?
That's a robot.
Is it? Okay.
Somebody may have sworn in there, so it will kick the swears out
Gotcha.
usually. So, Harmon says a CO2 shirt cannon.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Harmon, we'll let you operate it. You got to pull the trigger with one of your three fingers, though.
Using his pinky.
Pew, pew. I actually looked at those. Those things are awesome. I want one. Those would be fun to use. Ben, can we get a shirt cannon?
oh my god, yeah, no, I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
This one's
Exactly
jammed.
what
I
would
don't know
happen.
what's wrong.
Don't let Ben operate the cannon.
No, Ben will hit some 2-year-old in the head and
Nah.
he'll blow the stroller over
no,
sideways.
you know what'd be my luck?
This safe. He's just gonna hit the wall, Lee.
No,
That's all he's gonna hit. Only he's gonna hit.
No, you know what'd be my luck is I get mad at somebody. I use like a musket and I just leave a piece of rebar in it.
Jesus.
We ran out of shirts, so we're launching chicken tenders. Bang!
Open up,
I will stick with this to the day I die. I think we got to put 2 of those American Gladiator posts in the middle with the sticks. When drivers have arguments, we put them down in the infield and let them settle it.
You know, like the big bop 'em.
Yes, that would be awesome. Think of all the fun you could have. Let's get the fat guy suits that you can run and jump on the wall.
So you're not gonna feel anything.
Yeah.
Facebook list Jeff keeps me updated with stuff that's going on during the show. I always love this. It makes me laugh. So,
That was awesome.
cheese fry cannon. Yes, Joseph Carpenter
that's a
always
little
mentions
much.
those cheese fries. Did they not? I don't know if they are. Is he doing cheese fries over there this year? I don't
Where's
know
that?
if he is.
At Hudson?
At Claremont, I mean at Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I'll have to test it out.
Yeah, you let me know, Mark.
Hey, Randy says yesterday, and it made me feel stupid, but I was like, oh, he's got a point. Over the PA, he's like, basically said, I'll summarize it. Our resident fat guy said that these ice cream nachos are great. You should go buy some. And I'm like, awesome. Thank you a lot for that. I was like, I've never felt
He's
more
not-
loved.
He's not wrong though, is he?
Oh no, 100%. Because the first thing I did when I went home is this is how pathetic I am with food. I am obsessed with chips and weird chips and stuff. And I had it on
I saw
Facebook
those
earlier.
ketchup ones you
Oh
got.
yeah, you were devastated. you
Yes.
poor
So
thing.
ketchup chips are my favorite.
Oh, say that again.
Ketchup chips
Ketchup?
Those
are
are
my
a thing?
favorite.
Is it ketchup?
Oh yes,
or
there's a
ketchup?
whole
Is it ketchup?
ketchup.
Ketchup.
I'm from Claremont. Like I went to Stevens. I didn't even graduate. So be happy I know how to say my
Ketchup.
name.
You're catching up?
Catsup chips at and so I saw these online a while ago and I've been watching the stores and I haven't been able to find them. And then in one of my fat guy groups on Facebook, I saw that snacks.com is selling them. So I went on and I ordered.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
He goes to snacks.com.
That's a thing? That's a real thing.
Yes. It's owned by the people that own Doritos and all that stuff.
And the fact he knows the heritage of snacks.com.
my
You know
God.
you have a
Mark,
problem when you know the
Mark,
heritage of snacks.com.
Yeah, the CEO sends him a Christmas
we're having
card.
an intervention right now, live on the podcast.
My name is Mark, and I have a problem.
You think? Holy
So
shit!
Snacks.com.
I went on. First thing I did was like, oh yes, I got excited, logged onto my fat guy computer, and I went to snacks.com, ordered myself a bag of ketchup Doritos,
Ketchup.
and then hot mustard Doritos. And then since I was already ordering food, I ordered like regular Doritos and a bunch of other chips that I just didn't want to go to the store and get. And I was like, it has to be a catch. I'm like, it's got to be expensive shipping or something.
I can't.
Free shipping, guys. Free shipping. And it was at my house the next day.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Snacks.com
Snacks.com.
should be a sponsor.
Mark, I'm speaking to you
Out of a friend.
as a friend.
Mark, we love you.
Please. I will go to the gym with you.
No, it's not. You would forget about that. That's a lost cause. You need a backup plan. Forget about the gym. or him eating. He's never eating a salad. He's not eating a salad.
Is there a protein
What were they
snacks.com?
calling Callie again online?
What?
What were they calling Callie?
Kaylee.
So Kaylee just says, Ben, Mama's already ordering them. She's online looking it up.
Ordering
Yeah,
what?
your card's
She's
gonna be
online
screwed.
looking up ketchup chips.
serious?
The ketchup
So
chips.
the ketchup chips are a 2 out of 10. They were horrible. The hot mustard ones were phenomenal.
So
That's what someone else said.
Jess has this obsession with
With Ben?
That too. They're hot fries, but by Cheetos, and they're hard to find.
The flaming hot, I can't do those. I do the
she
hot
will
stuff.
eat those. But there's no amount. Bear in mind, she's pregnant. Okay.
Me too. It's my excuse.
I go, honey, I know you love these, but for the love of God, for the sake of our unborn child, please don't burn that thing out, all right?
Ben's kid's gonna come out speaking. He's
Flaming
gonna be
hot
like,
red.
"Thank God I'm out of this Cheeto hell in here. This is horrible."
There's sauna in there.
They're going to be doing instead of formula, they're doing baby balls with quesadillas. You know.
Mainlining that stuff. Hey, look at that. We turned the food show into the food show again.
The radio show and the food show. It's all right. though.
People like that though. What can I say? Let's see. A birthday cake tonight.
Football field size cake.
Do you know when you go to? Do you know when they go to a?
Speedway?
Yeah, you did it on the Hudson one. Do you know when you go to the weddings and they have the really nice looking cake and then the slicing cake? I would be fine with that. Bring me a whole slicing cake.
It's got the little field goal.
Giant sheet cake.
My cake's tomorrow though. Tomorrow night I'm doing. Because I didn't know what was going on. Me and Ben have to make a
He's
trip.
waiting for snacks.com to deliver.
No. I'm at that age now where if I want something, I just buy it. So I don't.
Yeah, from snacks.com.
Yes. Well, no, that's just Tuesday for me. Like that's nothing new.
Or any day that's in why, but go ahead.
So my only request this year was one of those Reese's ice cream cakes, and that's all I wanted. And that's and supposedly if she didn't get it for me, she better.
So I got tricked.
That's what
So-
she said.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it worked though, right?
Not touching it. Not touching it. Leaving that one alone. Love the family. Good.
So after Sunday, race is over. Jess like, hey, where do you want to go to eat? She goes, Applebee's or Smoky Bones. I haven't been at Smoky Bones in a while. So.
Oh, yeah.
So
They
we-
get like the sauce, all the sauces on the table there, right?
yeah. So
Funny because I know who else went there too. Probably not related, but I knew other people that went there.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever. She says, I'll buy dinner. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting there, I eat all my food, and I go for some dessert, just because, my inner Mark is like, yeah, go get some food. And the whole table goes silent. I go, what the? Oh, no. As soon as it's clicked, here comes all the waitresses and waiters going, happy birthday. I'm like,
Dude, we should have brought him to the Roadhouse. Let him get up on the saddle.
no.
Yes, and sing to him in front
I
of
never
everybody.
go anywhere on my birthday.
I'm literally sitting there because I'm going to call her Kaylee from now on. Kaylee and her friend Madison are sitting there giggling, laughing at me, and I'm staring at them like this. I'm like, I hate that kind
I
of
hate
crap.
that kind of stuff.
I hate it too.
I don't mind it.
I did get a nice on Facebook. I did get a nice one from Mr. Brian Martin that says, "Happy birthday, sport." And I wanted to punch him through the phone. I was so mad. Not really mad, but it was just like, come on.
Astrovision brought to you by Snacks.com.
Steve, you gotta learn how to use your phone.
Yeah, you got to learn how to post it on your account.
Jeez.
Just switch it. It's a little button on the top.
Last
He's
week I was
learning,
teaching.
he's learning.
Last week I was
Imagine all
teaching
the
him where to
girls
put
that get
commas.
posts from. Hey, how you doing today? From Hudson Speedway.
His Tinder account is the racetrack. I can see it now. Swipe right if you're like a late
What you
model.
doing on Sunday? I got something that you can come do. It's
You
called
wanna
racetrack.
Come over, I'll show you how to bump draft.
And just like that,
this
guys,
We're done.
we're actually done. We're out of time. I'm going home because it's my birthday and I want to. And
To you, brother. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
thank
birthday,
you.
birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday to Ben from yesterday.
Happy
Like,
birthday, Ben, as well. Looking good for 51, man. Looks good.
I feel 51.
Sure, that's what. Speaking for everyone.
I honestly didn't. You're at probably at that
How old
same
are you?
age too.
36.
Are you really? Yeah. Good for you. Mark,
Carlos
we're
said
old.
Hudson Speedway swiped to the left. Oh,
Just
Harlow
don't
cracks me up.
let Harlow. Don't use one of Harlow's pictures as your profile picture. You'll never get any swipes.
On that note, we'll see you next week. Remember, Monadnock Speedway this Saturday, Lee USA Speedway Sunday. Just the Act Tour Governor's Cup. Nothing to worry about. I'm looking at John square in the eye. He's not batting an eye. He's good.
He's good to
He
go.
does very well under pressure.
Ice in the
I will-
veins.
Ben and me do not quite do. Like, if I'm not throwing something, Ben usually is. So between the two of us, thank God you're at least calm. And Steve just laughs. Steve gets mad. He's like, yeah. Have fun, guys. We'll watch the other way. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye,
See you
guys.
Sunday.
See you later.
See ya.